Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically a whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
The Nawasa app.
We're coming back to that in a moment. Welcome to another Mikey Live program. I'm your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. We have it in abundance: sand, sea, sun, good people, food. I mean, everything that makes life wonderful, we have it here in abundance in Grenada. So we again would like to say hello to you, and I'm happy to be back with you for another day. It's Friday, and we commit to not staying long on the program on Fridays, so it's a slam bam, thank you mom, go have some fun. Let's talk to you about what's going to be in the news for tonight. No one charged for fatal accident in the south of the island. However, the family say that they want answers and justice. 6 charges slapped on a man who's been involved in an altercation with a female police officer, and that incident was caught on tape. There is yet another missing teen. We're going to be talking about that in a moment. Facebook profile impersonating Prime Minister. Fake, 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 they say. Attorney General files declaration. And Fletcher heist run score in recent cricket tournament. We'll talk to you about all of these and more when we return from a very short break. Gotta let you know that the headlines was brought to you through the kind compliments of Quotes Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, the Housing Authority of Grenada, Real Value IGA Supermarket. We also have superb distributors with us as well. Infinite contractors on board as well, folks. And we've got the Beacon Insurance. When we come back, it could be real news in Olelili Lolo. So brace yourselves. Remember that someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit, compliments Digicel, and that person could be you.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. Mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess and Klein and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
It's your Gifts of Love with Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love, getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
All right, and that's Gifts of Love we share. And we get straight into the business for tonight. For the first-time viewers, we want to say hello to you. And to all the usual suspects, those of you who are always on the program. You know, some of you never miss. We want to say hello to you as well. Now, Grenada Rugby World Sevens, GRW Sevens, organizers, they have acclaimed that the GRW Sevens Pure Grenada Pure Sevens event held at the National Cricket Stadium over the 2nd and 3rd of December a resounding success. Now, for the first time ever, the longest running club rugby sevens tournament in the region was hosted by Grenada in partnership with the Grenada Tourism Authority, the GTA, and brought in some of the world's best men's and women's club rugby teams to compete for the US $15,000 total prize pool. All right, now the CEO of the Grenada Tourism Authority, that's Petra Roach, said that as we prioritize sports as one of Grenada's tourism products, we are thrilled with the success of this year's competition. Lots of dedication and hard work went into ensuring the collaboration was a success and that we can push Grenada's sports tourism agenda forward. Our intention is to make Grenada a sports hub for regional and international competition. All right, so they say that it was really good, it was successful and things like that, and it is something that we can all celebrate about. One more thing to put us on the map out there, you know what I mean? Good. All right, so the next thing that we were telling earlier about, since the other day we were telling earlier about the declaration, filing of declarations and so on. And so we have gotten the Attorney General and the Minister for Legal Affairs, Labor and Consumer Affairs, Honorable Claudette Joseph, on Friday. That's today. Now she filed her declaration of income, assets and liabilities with the Integrity Commission of Grenada. Now this brings to 13 the number of new parliamentarians filing declarations since the month began. All right, now Honorable Joseph documents were received by the Commissioner, Justice Campbell, in the presence of the Commissioner's, in the presence of the Commission's Operations Manager, that is Mrs. Elizabeth Henry Greenwich. All right, good. So all here what going on. The next thing that we have to tell you about more missing teens, and I beg, let's not jump into any conclusion about these situations. All right, let's not. The police, they are seeking your assistance, all right, in locating Tinasha Baptiste, who is only 16 years old, and she's a student of Simone St. Andrew. She is 5 feet in height, slim built, and dark in complexion. Tinasha left her home on Wednesday, 14th December 2022, and has not returned since. Anyone seeing Tinasha or has any information about her whereabouts, you are kindly asked to contact the Grenville Police Station at 442-7224, Police Emergency 911, Police Hotline 444-1958, or you can also call the nearest police station. We have to have a whole conversation. Listen, I want us to have a whole program about missing teens, because I think there's a wrong perception out there about when teens go missing. All right, I'm going to speak to some of the authorities that's involved, put my facts together, and we're going to have an entire program about missing teens. And there are a lot of things that you need to know and understand about when it comes to missing teens. All right, good. We're moving on. Earlier, the next thing that we have to tell you about, you are being warned to be aware of another fake Facebook profile. And understand, this is scam, purporting to be the Prime Minister, Honorable Deacon Mitchell. You understand? They say that this Facebook profile is currently in circulation, purporting to be that of Grenada's Prime Minister and offering grants from the United Nations to unsuspecting individuals in return for money and their personal information. Now, the Grenada Cybersecurity Incident Response Team, or CSIRT, is they are warning the public not to respond to a Facebook profile purporting to be Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell, inviting individuals to send money and personal information in return for grants from the United Nations. Officials from the CSIRT, that's Jarvis Darbio, speaking about this incident, confirm this scam is currently being in circulation.
With this one purporting to be that of Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, they're actually reaching out to people, offering them grants that they say is coming from the United Nations. But the reality is those grants do not exist. They're also using their account to send out friend requests, which will allow them to now see who else you have in your circle, so they can reach out, and increase the range in terms of who they can target. And it is for that reason we have put out the release. It is a case where they're going to ask you for personal information, and then they're going to let you know that you're eligible for the grant. You need to send money for them to process it. So it is a grant scam, which have a prepayment element to it, but it is also collecting user data.
And it is easier for individuals to fall victim of phishing scams by impersonating a public figure, according to Dabrio.
The truth is, the higher the profile of the person who is being impersonated, the easier it is for them to get people to click to accept the request without putting much thought into it, because you see the image, you see the name. Some people are going to like the idea of being in the friend circle of high profile people, so naturally they are going to click, they are going to accept those requests. And once that happens, they can now continue to send the attacks to other people who are in that circle. Based on what we have seen from the CSIRT, it does not suggest that that is a local profile, that it was made by a local entity.
Okay, it is a serious matter, though, he said, which also prompted the United Nations to respond to this development?
This particular scam it is serious enough for the UN to issue, and they have issued a warning on their website letting people know that they're not offering these kind of grants. They're not some of the things that are being requested from people. That is not normal practice. That is not what they are about. At the end of the day, it is about, one, collecting information, which is, one of the key things in a lot of phishing scams. And secondly, it is about making money. You dangle a high enough figure in front of people, and some, without thinking, are going to say, hey, I'm going to get $10,000, $20,000. It's not a problem sending $500. And sending that $500 is money that is pure profit going into the pockets of the bad actors, whoever is behind the entire operation.
Okay, thank you very much. According to a release from the CSIRT, the profile is also linked to another Facebook profile purporting to be the United States ambassador to the UN, Linda Thomas Greenfield, and the organization he warned about the scam on their website. Now, we are moving on. We see that Andre Fletcher, Grenada's own Andre Fletcher has been doing a lot in the Sri Lanka series, the Sri Lanka Premier League. He is, or was, titled the highest run scorer in the series. Grenadian-born Andre Fletcher. Well, not just Grenadian-born, the man living here. You understand? He continues to fly Grenada's flag in the cricketing arena. Again, we have to say congratulations to our very own Andre Fletcher. Earlier, no charges yet laid, all right, for the fatal accident that happened down the south of the island a couple weeks ago. The family, in fact, the mother of the deceased wants answers. 38-year-old Ruth Phillip, she was tragically killed, or she tragically lost her life in an accident. It occurred in the south of the island almost a month ago. Now, she was buried, according to reports, on Thursday. That was yesterday. Now, the family say they have been trying to get to the police to give them what they find that the police is not communicating enough with them. They feel like justice is being delayed. They say that they are still awaiting the family, They say that they are still awaiting information from the relevant authorities. Now, Philip's mother said this is a very trying time for her and her family. And she believes that justice is not coming soon enough.
Well, the family is a no situation. I haven't seen nobody on the driver's family side. The family is a no situation. I haven't seen nobody on the driver's family side. The other driver, who is Brandon from Auburn, the opposite driver, they reached out to the end yesterday, funeral. They was good to me, rebel, and all she friends, but concerning how it is for me, it's hard for me because automatically, no justice taking place, as so you see people expect justice to take place whenever there is a death, a different movements, but it was a creeping situation where at one time the police asked me in particular to have patience with him, and when I be patient, the next thing was I go out to file a case, and then I was getting a feedback from my daughter who wasn't satisfied with the situation, Sholan, and Sholan get in touch with the lady who I don't know and never got in touch with, the owner of the vehicle, who stated that she have a I don't know what is the right frame of things to say concerning insurance, but some thought something concerning where she could cover the insurance supposed to cover the death of the children. This is the last thing I heard, but before it was a rental and the insurance would not be covering. So now I'm hearing the insurance would have to cover according to the lady, Chanel, the owner of the vehicle. But for the police, I don't know. I don't hear nothing. I don't know. I had to get in touch with a lawyer on Monday, and then we will take it from there.
No, she's saying that it's just a tough situation trying to just get ends to meet.
Well, very down and very penniless, because we is very poor people, and the situation was totally on our shoulder, both father and mother in destitute situation according to financial status, and it is hard, really hard. Put us to go out our way to, break we standard lower than we are, to, you would say, beg and stuff, It wasn't a nice situation, but thank God, it's almost over. It's not even over yet. Gratitude from the people, the funeral home, to say, thanks, It's really hard. It's really hard. It's really hard.
And how much children you have?
I have 5 children, 1 excluded now, so I have 4 remaining. And she have 3. 2 in Italy and 1 here at Granans Valley.
And how are her children coping?
Well, the 2 overseas, one of them is very devastated. She was like suicidal. But she coming over, she on the other side now, she coping. He broke her down a lot, but she coping. And the father, who is not her husband anymore, but was very kind enough as to donate to the tomb on behalf of the children. So when they come next year, July, hopefully, they will see something to represent the situation.
Well spoken, and I think that, it's going to be hard for her. It's going to be hard for everybody who's involved. These incidents, they're never easy to deal with, especially when you are the family or so of the victim, the people who died. Now, the other victim in this incident was since hospitalized. We received word today that that individual has been discharged. According to police, no one was charged for this death as yet. All right? Maybe there will be charges. I don't know. What I know too is that the individual involved in this, the driver, was interviewed recently by police. So we showed you a video a couple days ago. This video here, where an individual was involved in a scuffle, a civilian, with a police officer, a female police officer, a uniformed police officer. According to the individual, he alleges that the police officer used obscene language towards him, after which he responded in kind. That led to, according to him, the incident that is now viewed just about 1 million times on our page and commented a couple thousand times by people who have witnessed or who have seen this incident. Today we have learned that criminal charges were laid against Julius Mapson, a 29-year-old plumber of Westerhall who resides in Cherry Hill, St. George, for that incident. The 29-year-old plumber was slapped with 6 charges. These charges include insulting language, resisting arrest, offensive language, disorderly behavior, assault of a police officer, and threatening language. They threw the book at him. If convicted, of the offensive language, the 29-year-old plumber can be charged $1,000 and 3 months in prison, according to Section 133, that's 133B of the Criminal Code. The assault and resisting arrest charges carry a fine of $500 and 3 months in prison, according to the Police Act, Section 133A. The code will take into consideration what is best for the public interest and will penalize Mapson accordingly. Very interesting development, to say the least. Very interesting. According to one police source, when it comes to the officers' side of things, the police were investigating the matter. However, my source says that they are not aware of any charges being laid against the female police officer, well, at least not yet. All right? But very, very interesting development that I would love to see the end of this. I would love to see how the court will treat with this particular incident. You understand? So he has been charged by the police, not convicted. So we have told you what the charges are. What's going to happen now is that the matter will go to court, and, well, unless the DPP intervenes, I think, and after the matter goes to court, then the magistrate will decide what happens next. But very, very, very interesting development. It's Friday, so I don't want to go into everything. You understand? He doesn't stay too long on the program. But what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I mean, you guys are on the thing. You can just put a quick comment. Wait, down below. Down below. You can put a comment. What do you think about this development? So 6 charges against the young man. You understand? Ooh. Insulting language, resisting arrest, offensive language, disorderly behavior, assault on a police officer, and threatening language. They threw the book. You understand? The comments are coming in. Okay, somebody says he will be charged with at least 3 out of 6. Somebody else says the officer should also be charged. Another person says that she primed up to fight because she threw her hat on the ground. All right. Another person says that she may have made a fake report on the young man. Well, I think the video is going to aid in the charges. I think the videos will be used because it's out in the public. Mikey, the laws in Grenada is not good. The police can do whatever they want and get away with it. I tired see them do people unjust things in town. Nah, boy. This policewoman is a failure. She will lose this case. Somebody said, how did he assault her? I hope the police officer gets charged too. Mikey, this officer needs to be charged as well. But wait now, Grenada going backwards? Yes, boy. So the officer right then. The officer right then. Well, let's see. I don't know the officer. I've never seen that officer before. Probably, I don't know. I don't know who the officer is, by the way. So this is nothing personal. It's just looking at what it is. I don't know the guy. I don't know the officer. But it's just looking at what is happening here. That child even looked a little bit traumatized by the incident, if you ask me, just by looking at, his expression. It seemed to have been crying as well. All right, so folks, 6 charges. Oh boy. All right. So it's Friday, and we say we don't keep you on for too long. So that is our cue to get off for now. So I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we'll have for you the national report, and we will also have the weather. Stay tuned, and remember, if you have not yet done so, please go ahead and share the business.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via superb service. We are superb distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love. Like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
Hey everyone, season's greetings from all of us at Allied Laboratories, and a special thank you to our Grenville family. We are celebrating 1 year of serving you.
Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, providing quality care and expertise. Fit for life and Allied Laboratories, see our in-house doctors and our pharmacies. Get expert care and quality tests.
The Nawasa app brings the power of Nawasa's customer service experience to you. Instant, conversational, and smart. Easy access anywhere. Get bill balance, transaction history for up to 6 months, report a fault, link to websites, view payment centers, contact information, push notifications, and multi-tenant accounts, all in a secure login platform. Like a self-service concierge app, mobile.nawasa.gd gets you the support you need much faster. Available on both Android and iOS platforms. mobile.nawasa.gd, your customer support companion. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
Of love with dread, bringing love for you this year. Communion showing that we care. With gifts of love with dread.
It's your Gifts of Love for Cheer 2.0. 'Tis the season for holly jolly days at the communal. It's all about sharing the warmth of this season with those you love. Getting on this special loan, taking advantage of great interest rates with no principal payments until January 2023. Share the gift of love. Make it a merrier Christmas with the communal. Exciting prizes for members throughout the promotion. For we are your Santa this Christmas. Offer ends January 31st, 2023. Lending terms and conditions apply.
Batteries. All roads lead to Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries for all applications: cars, SUVs, pickups, buses, medium and heavy duty trucks, construction equipment, generators, boats, and more. European made with the highest amps and comes with a 12 months warranty. Yes, you heard it right. 1 year with the best quality and price. Quality Services Limited for the best deals on batteries. First left of the Lansopines Road. Call 444-4323 or WhatsApp 410-8070 or 405-7010. Quality Services Limited for all batteries.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Government working towards improving the country's civil aviation ratings. We'll have details to this story and more in the National Report.
Have you noticed an increase or decrease in your electricity bill? You know that changes in the fuel and non-fuel rates affect your bill. You should also be aware that changes in household activities affect your bill. Ask yourself these questions. Have the rates changed? Have there been more people at your home? Have your children been on holiday? Have you used your fan or air conditioning unit more often to beat the heat? Are any of your electrical appliances or equipment faulty? Have you added any new appliances such as transformers, water heaters, or pumps? Make it a habit to understand any changes on your electricity bill. For more factors that affect your bill, visit www.grenlec.com. Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
Welcome back. With the details to the news for Friday, December 16th, 2022, I am Sherry-Ann Noel. Government moves towards improving Grenada's civil aviation ratings, which was downgraded due to non-compliance with the International Civil Aviation Organization safety standards. Grenada, a member of the Eastern Caribbean Civil Aviation Authority, was downgraded from a Category 1 rating to a Category 2. Leader of Government Business in the Lower House, Honorable Philip Telesford, on Friday, presented the Civil Aviation Amendment Bill 2022 to review the country's obligations under the OECS agreement to enact legislation to facilitate the functions of the authority. There are 8 elements included in the primary aviation legislation, specific operating regulations, state civil aviation system, and safety oversight functions, the provision of safety critical information, licensing, certification, and resolution of safety concerns. Minister Telesford explained that the Category 2 rating means that laws or regulations lack the necessary requirements to oversee air carriers in accordance with minimum international standards. He is hopeful that Grenada can soon make good on its commitment and obligation to ICA.
To date, Mr. Speaker, all of the 9 participating states of ECA, including Grenada, have executed the protocol to amend the agreement to reflect each participating state signaling acceptance of these regulations. And these new measures include these new measures, and secondly, the obligation to enact the necessary domestic laws to implement these measures. Further, for the records, I wish to state that St. Kitts and Nevis has already enacted the Civil Aviation Amendment Act of 2022. And the other participating states are expected to follow in short order. So Grenada, hopefully, if we can pass this today, will be the second to make good on our pledge to amend legislation in respect of ECA.
Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell supported the bill, which he believes can regulate the harmonization of aviation safety standards in the OECS sub-region.
To ensure that we do not compromise the rating of our fellow brothers and sisters in the OECS, and that they in turn do not compromise our rating as well. So I think we are all, to a large extent, tourism-dependent territories. We all have significant, large numbers of citizens in the diaspora. And so it's important for us to get back our Category 1 stating, and obviously aircraft safety and security is critical. And we do not want to appear as a soft underbelly for persons who may sometimes not want to do us harm, but others harm, but may wish to target the OECS in that regard. So I just wanted to put on record my support for the amendment to the bill.
Former Tourism and Civil Aviation Minister Honorable Clarice Modest Kerwin threw her support behind the bill to improve Grenada's ratings. She reminded members of the House that failure by one member country to comply with international regulations affects all the other participating states.
If one country fails, all fail. So when they inspect any island, St. Vincent, St. Lucia, and they fail, if it is serious enough, the whole ECA fails. So not only do we have a responsibility for Grenada and Grenadians and visitors to our shores, we have a responsibility to the family, the 9-member families of ECA, and I look forward to this bill being enacted and coming into force in the shortest possible time so that we can regain our Category 1.
Moving along, Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell says government will implement more surveillance measures to monitor the compliance of allied health practitioners. This as government seeks to amend the Health Practitioners Act to improve the delivery of quality health care as part of its transformation agenda. Allied health may be defined as those health professions that are distinct from medicine and nursing and includes dental hygienists, diagnostic medical sonographers, dietitians, medical technologists, therapists, and radiographers, among others. According to Prime Minister Mitchell, government will work closely with the Allied Health Practitioners Council to monitor the various operations which can expedite the flagging of non-compliant or delinquent practitioners to prevent them from taking advantage of citizens.
One of the things that has to happen, I think, Mr. Speaker, is the fact that because I think licensing and registration and regulating has not always been a strong point for professionals in general. And in this case, with the allied health professionals, there's so many of them. And I kind of just wanted to highlight, the massive list. Medical social worker, for example. You have to be registered. And so you see people may unwittingly get caught up. And that's why the education is important, because obviously the Ministry of Health and the various councils, the medical and dental council, the other councils that are responsible for registering, the pharmacist council, etc., Mr. Speaker, we intend to give these various bodies the necessary resources and to make sure that they can, in fact, police and monitor and educate to make sure that persons don't get caught, both from the point of view of the practitioners themselves, to make sure that they understand their obligations, they understand what is required of them, they understand they need to be constantly educating and improving themselves. They need to be current to continue with further education and further updates in terms of making sure they're current with whatever licensing or regulation requirements they need to make, as well as ensuring that the public is aware of who are the persons who are licensed. Because I think that is important as well. We have to ensure that the public knows who are the persons who have met the requirements who are licensed. So whether it's at revenue offices, medical stations, and other places where people can get that information online, that these are the licensed persons, these are the ones that are authorized to do the things they claim they're doing.
Leader of Government Business in the Lower House, Honorable Philip Telesford, presented the bill in Parliament on Friday to encourage allied health practitioners to adhere to legislation to be registered and licensed or face strict penalties.
Failure to be registered only, and the maximum penalty is a fine of $100,000 or 3 years in prison. Paragraph B addresses failure to be licensed and registered. The maximum penalty is a fine of $250,000, 5 years imprisonment. And C addresses failure to be licensed only. The maximum penalty is $50,000.
The blood bank at the General Hospital is issuing an urgent appeal for blood donations. This appeal has become necessary historically as a result of increase in vehicular accidents and acts of violence, which require large volumes of blood products during the festive season. Communications Officer in the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Religious Affairs, Kevin Frederick, told GS all blood types will be accepted. However, there is an urgent need for O negative blood. Volunteers can contact the blood unit to make an appointment. The blood bank located at the laboratory is open between 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. on weekdays to facilitate donations.
To maintain optimal blood level supply, we are asking for volunteers between the ages of 18 and 70. Of course, and persons who want to donate, what they can do is to call our blood collection unit at 440-2051 extension 41091, or they can call 418-1959 to make an appointment to donate the blood. Now, persons out there might be wondering, but we will accept and we do require all types of blood, but in particular O negative blood. So again, it is just to ensure that our stocks is not just replenished, but it is at optimum level, so that persons, trauma victims, cardiac arrest patients, and the like, they can all benefit from the supply of blood should the need arises.
The ministry is also encouraging citizens to make safe and healthy decisions during the season.
We are also calling on our citizens, to adopt and continue to be safe, adopt safety habits, and such as, not drinking and driving, but instead designating a sober driver, wearing your seat belts, obeying the speed limits, so, driving carefully, getting plenty of rest, very, very, very important. It is so much important to ensure that you do get plenty of rest. And likewise too, we are also encouraging our citizens to resort to anger management best practices, such as walking away, and, not arguing and not answering, These things can lead to acts of violence. And so, we are hoping that our citizens will heed the call this time around.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break.
Grenada, the time for the national census is here again. Interviewers will be visiting your homes to gather information about you and your family. The data you provide determines budget allocation for health, grant funding for community projects, and government assistance for families and the elderly. The census is required by law, and so is your participation. We assure you that your information will be kept confidential. Do your part. Stand up and be counted, because we all count in this census. For more information about the census and your participation, contact the Grenada Central Statistical Office at 440-1369 or cso@cso.gov.gd.
Welcome back. For the third consecutive year, the Hartman Group brought Christmas cheer to care facilities in the south of the island. The Hartman Group, one of the CBI investors, developers of Hartman University Town and Resort operating in Grenada this year, expanded its Christmas initiative to include 2 additional donor recipients: Spice Residential Care Facility and the Richmond Home. In 2020, as part of its corporate social responsibility, the Hartman Group adopted the Grandans Home for the Aged and the Bel Air Home. The group's first stop was at the Grandans Home for the Aged, located in Calais, St. George, followed by the Bel Air Children's Home and the Spice Residential Care Facility. Member of the group, Baptiste, presented to the Grandans Home for the Aged.
As part of our corporate social responsibility for the third consecutive year, we are here at the Grandans Home for the Aged to bring some cheer to the residents of the facility. We have adopted the Grandans Home for the Aged as one of the places where we extend our graces to. And it's a pleasure to be here again to bring them Christmas cheer, to bring them some goodies.
Receiving on behalf of the facility was Chrisma Blair, manager of the Grandans Home for the Aged, Nadia Olivier, educational officer of Bel Air Children's Home, and Christine Roberts-Charles, manager of the Spice Residential Care Facility. They all expressed appreciation for the donation.
On behalf of the Board of Directors, the management, the staff, the residents of the Grandans Home for the Aged, we extend our gratitude to the Hartman Group. We look forward for that every year. From the time they started, they adopted us, and we do appreciate your donation every year around this Christmas season when it's time for giving and sharing, and we appreciate that very much.
On the behalf of the management, staff, and residents of the Bel Air Children's Home, we would like to offer you this small token as a form of appreciation and thanking you so much for your wonderful, generous donation. And we wish you a Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous 2023.
Thank you.
We have not been in operation for very long, just about 20 months. And so we're delighted to have you guys today. We hope this would not be the first and the last, but we'll see you not just at Christmas time, but during the year. We welcome you Yes, and we want to just say special thank you on behalf of the residents, the staff, the management. We thank you very much for showing up and for delivering.
And finally, in the news, the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands, Fisheries and Cooperatives has welcomed the United Nations Development Programme's Climate Resilient Agriculture Digital Challenge, along with the potential benefits for local small businesses. 3 organizations were presented with the letters of agreement on Thursday, December 15, following an official signing ceremony at the Ministry of Agriculture's conference room. Permanent Secretary Aaron Francois presented the letters of agreement and shared the ministry's enthusiasm for transformational project which seeks to help businesses develop and implement innovative solutions to digitally transform their business and the agricultural sector.
The ministry is always excited about interventions like this, particularly as it relates to agro-processing. As you know, one of the key focus or priority areas for the government is that of agro-processing. We want to enhance the agro-processing sector and give them the support so that we can have more value addition, reduction in wastage, and certainly bring more income to our people.
The first round of the project is awarding $30,000 in grant funding to the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association, the La Grenade Industries, and Grenada Chick-In Farm that was selected after an open call for proposals and committee review. The second round is currently ongoing with at least 30 interested small businesses applying to receive at least $10,000. The deadline for the second round of applications is December 23, 2022. The digital interventions are expected to help rectify a host of issues that currently plague the island's agricultural sector, which are likely to impact the dissemination of information and tracking of the supply chain to improve profitability and reduce food waste. The use of digital apps to manage supply, coordinate deliveries, and make payments to smallholder farmers. Digital marketing and mobile apps can help inspire tourists and customers to discover Grenada's ecotourism establishments to make bookings and payments online. And with that story, we come to the end of the National Report for Friday, December 16, 2022. Now for a recap of the top story. Government working towards improving the country's civil aviation ratings. On behalf of the entire news and production team, I am Sherry-Ann Noel, thanking you for viewing.
Thank you very much, Sherry-Ann and the rest of the GIS news team. We now take a look at the weather. We can tell you for that. Weather is expected to be partly cloudy, becoming fair at times with a few brief light isolated showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough with waves 6 to 9 feet in northeasterly swells. Warning, high surf and marine advisory remains in effect. Well, let's take a look at Saturday. The weather is expected to be generally fair, windy and hazy, becoming partly cloudy at times with a low chance of brief light isolated showers. Max temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 24. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough with waves 7 to 10 feet in northeasterly swells. A high surf and marine advisory remains in effect. If we look at Sunday, we can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy, windy and hazy with a few brief light to moderate isolated showers. Max temperature 30 degrees Celsius and a minimum 24. Winds northeasterly to easterly at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Seas moderate to rough with waves 7 to 10 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Warning, a high surf and marine advisory remains in effect for Sunday. All right, so that's the weather report. For Sunday, again, partly cloudy, windy and hazy with a few brief light to moderate isolated showers. Before we go, we would like to say hi to all the people who are currently on the live, those of you who are on YouTube, you know, the YouTubers, blessings to you. We know that you're there, and yeah, keep chatting and keep doing things. Understand? Those of you on Facebook, blessings to you as well. We have Sylvina, Pearl, Jane, Cynthia, Sharon, Javar, Michelle, Kireen, Monet. Hey, Monet, what's going on? God bless you, okay, Monet? Bless you. Okay. Nui Sylvester, how are you doing today? Blessings to you too, okay? Pearl, Sharon, Sheila, Eunice, Celine, Yvonne, Java, and the sharing committee. Thanks. Celine, again, Diana, Wendy Ann. Who else? Diana again, Celine again, Adonna, Teresa, and everyone else. Those of you who are chatting, those of you who are not, don't forget to leave a comment, a like, or a share. You know, you have to engage the business. All right, so take care, guys. Have yourselves a great weekend, a restful one as well, because it's going to be peace next week. All right, so God bless you, Rolanda, and the others. Bless you, bless you, bless you. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, Ja, no. See you on Monday, God's willing, or if we have reasons to come back at some time during the weekend, then we will be back as well. Take care, guys. I love and appreciate every one of you. All right? Take care.